When we're suffering, we surrender and we're ready for the consequences and the result.
A while back I went to Mumbai and I went to an organization called Kranti which works with the children of sex workers in the slums of Mumbai. And I interviewed these girls, these 16, 17-year-old girls, about what we can learn about creativity from them. After interviewing them for a while, they came up with this wonderful word called Sufferender. And I want you to listen to what they have to say about the background for where this word comes from and how they look at the rest of the world who are struggling with creativity. It's a lesson in creativity, but it's also a lesson in humanity, a lesson in humility, and just a wonderful lesson of life.
I think our word will be sufferender because we suffer, but like when we're suffering, we surrender and we're ready for the consequences and the result. But just surrender and be like, okay, this is gonna come and I'm ready for it. It's gonna be bad, it's gonna be good, but it will end somewhere or the other. There is an end to it. It's not gonna keep on going until we think it is gonna go.
So what did you call it? Sufferender?
Yeah.
Yeah? And then what happens in your brain when you do?
I'm not telling you no, don't suffer or don't think suffering, don't take suffering too easy. But suffering and just thinking it's not gonna work out is much more which is gonna waste your time. Like for example, if I'm stuck somewhere, like we don't have a place to stay. The more we think we don't have a place to stay, the whole night is gonna just go there, sitting there anyway. So why not just let's sit and sing along and stuff. I think it's just gonna be, the time is gonna pass by. The struggle and the suffer, what we phrase as a suffer, is gonna pass by.
Sometimes I feel you don't even see it as a struggle.
This is just normal life in your mind.
Yes.
Because you don't know anything better.
Yes. That is not a struggle. I can see that as a struggle in life. That is just part of my life and I may have to live with it and maybe die or maybe get a better life as, the world.
Sufferender. What a beautiful concept. Don't surrender to and just give up, but surrender to the fact that the situation you are in and then focus on how you can get out of it and what you can affect instead of just struggling with what you can't.
What would that mean for the struggling artist in New York? She sees this video and then how should she now think?
Yeah.
Be grateful and then don't see it as like you're struggling, but if you're working in McDonald's, you can part-time or you can just, I think, working, and then if you have some time or at least once in a week, go for these fun activities related to acting, but don't go for it as if thinking that I'm gonna be in Hollywood, but go like, I think I like acting and I'm gonna enjoy it to the fullest. Yeah. Don't see it as like I'm struggling and I'm not able to, but see it because it's my interest and I would want to put some time into it.
Exactly. Perfect. Because this is the same thing with the trip to Spain. Like if you would have gone the whole trip feeling, oh, we don't have money, you would totally have wasted, the whole trip would have been...
Honestly speaking, when we started the trip, she told us she had this, meeting kind of thing to just prepare us mentally, but also to tease us that we might have to sleep on the floor, on the footpath. But honestly, we never had a day we had to sleep on the footpath. We always got a place, or
you guys always found money from the pilgrims or whatever.
Yeah.
We actually started doing business while we were walking too. Every time we talked to somebody, they would actually donate us, be it like 5 euros, 20 euros. One of the person actually gave us like 100 euros in one of the girls' hand, like, I want you guys to just, get some food or something.
So they told me this amazing story how they took these girls and flew them to Europe. They had almost no money, but they decided to go anywhere. I think they had 300 euro on the whole group, and they was going to do this long walk that would take them weeks. But how would they do it? But they said, you know what, never mind. We're just not going to focus on the problem. We're not going to focus on the fact that we don't have enough money. We are just going to start the walk and enjoy the walk, and when we don't have enough money, then we go home again. And of course, They went on this walk and they met strangers and they said, hi, we're children of sex workers from Mumbai and we're here to try to build a new life, but we don't have any money. And people gave them money, people gave them food, people sponsored them, and they made the whole walk. But more importantly, they enjoyed the whole walk because they did not focus on the potential suffering that could be happening. They just surrendered to the fact that we don't have enough money, but we can enjoy it as long as we can and enjoy the ride. And they did, and they made the whole trip. What a strong and powerful lesson that we can all learn from. We should learn from these girls, these creative, smart, inspiring, energetic young women can teach us all a lesson in creativity and a lesson in humanity.
Sufferender!
So, if you like these videos, give them a thumbs up, and I would love if you put some comments below so I can see what you're feeling, what you would like to know, and what thoughts you have on this episode and on creativity in general. And if you really do like these videos, why don't you subscribe or follow this channel? I want you to discover your full creative potential, and I'm here to help you do it.